Welcome and thank you for always joining us. This is KCSE 1992 paper 1, number 17, and the question we have reads, a room is constructed such that its external length and breadth are 7.5 meters and 5.3 meters respectively. The thickness of the wall is 15 centimeters and its height is 3.3 meters. A total space of 5 meter cubic is to be left out in the walls for the floor and the doors and the windows. Calculate the material needed to construct the walls without the door and the windows. The first thing we are going to do is to identify the external measurements. And the external dimensions we have the length of 7.5 meters. We have a width of 5.3 meters. We also have the height of 3.3 meters. From there now, we can get the internal dimensions. Internal dimensions in this case, we will have a length of, remember the thickness is 15 centimeters. So you take 15, you divide by 100 to convert it into centimeters, into meters, This one will give us 0.15. In this case now, to get the internal measurements of the length, we take 7.5 minus. Remember, we have the thickness on both ends, and therefore we are going to take 2 into 0.15, and this one will give us 7.2. Again, the width is going to be 5.3 minus twice into 0.15, and this one will give us 5. Remember, the height will not change. It will remain 3.3 meters. The reason why we are multiplying twice 0.15 is because if, for example, we have a diagram like this, so if the thickness is 0.15 this side, it means we also have the same thickness on the other side. From here now, we can be able to calculate the external volume. External volume will be given by the length times the width times the height of the measurements given, that is 7.5 times. We have 5.3 times 3.3, giving us an answer equivalent to 131.175 meter cubic. From there now we can move and calculate the internal volume. The internal volume is going to be gotten by multiplying the internal measurements, which is 7.2 times 5. The height remains the same as 3.3, and this one gives us an answer equivalent to 118.8 meter cubic. Once we have that volume, we can now go ahead and calculate the volume of the material. So to get volume of material, we are going to take the external volume, which is 131.175, minus the internal volume of 118.8, and this one is going to give us approximately 12.375 meter cubic. Once we have the volume of the material, we can now move on and subtract the volume of the doors and the windows. Volume of doors and the windows will be 5 meter cubic, because the question is very clear. 5 meter cubic is to be left, and in this case what we have gotten as 12.375 is actually the volume of the wall. This is the volume of the wall. The volume of the wall, including that volume of the doors and windows. In this case now, to get volume of the material itself, we are going to take the volume of the walls, including the doors and windows, which is 12.375. We minus 5, and this one is going to give us exactly 7.375 meter cubic as the material needed to construct the walls without the door and the windows. Remember to subscribe and also help us to share the link. We are moving down. The block used in constructing the walls are 0.45, that is 45 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 15 centimeters. In this case now, we are going to analyze the components as follows. The length of 45 centimeters, you divide by 100, you get 0.5 meters. We have a width of 20, you divide by 100, you get 0.2 meters. And of course, the height of 15 centimeters, you divide by 100, you get 0.15. Once we have our block measurements, we can now work out the volume of one block, and the volume of one block is going to be obtained by taking the length 0.45 times 0.2 times 0.15. This one is going to give us an answer equivalent to 0.0135 meter cubic. Once we have gotten that, we can now calculate the value of the material, or the volume of the material. Volume of material will be equal to, we were told that 0.225 meter cubic of cement mixture is used to join the blocks. Calculate the number of blocks needed to construct the room. In this case, we have to remove this mixture of cement so that we can remain with the volume of the material. And in this case, the volume of the material will be 7.375 minus cement of 0.225. This one gives us 7.15 meter cubic. From here now, we can be able to get the number of blocks. Number of blocks will be obtained by taking the volume of the material, which is 7.15, you divide by the volume of one block, which is 0.0135. And if you work out this, you are going to get a value that is approximately 529.6, and this can be rounded up to 530 blocks. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification.